Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. On first down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw, hauled in by Kelce. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Gray. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They pitch it out to Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Jets are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Lazard gets the 1st down, and I still have to refer to my notes to remember that he was actually undrafted out of Iowa State. Put up career highs as the Packers' #1 receiver last season. The Jets hope that's production he can provide in a new shade of green.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel, getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Big strides, look at him go. Now the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 48 yards. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd down, McKinnon. And some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a 1st down throw, complete downfield. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 51 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That's complete downfield to James. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
21, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Rodgers out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not put...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Right now, you got 58.
On second down, Cook. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, now Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Intercepted. The Jets take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Dalvin Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Norstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's got room. Inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 71 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 176 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
On first down, Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
In motion right is Tony.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
So
line.
1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chiefs 49, Jets 21.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
205 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
run again on first down. Cook fighting through, and he's got space. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
And the score, Chiefs 49, Jets 28.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Cook up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
My goodness, 225 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah from 6 yards away.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That'll be caught by James. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Now it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Kadarius Toney, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.